Okay guys, we come back to Master B. This video will make a speech to explanation for each spare part. So first, when we go to the printer, we can see this is the front of the machine. At the bottom, it have 4 wheels and 4 legs, and also at the bottom is the key to hold the top printer. And then when we go to the left, here is the window. When we open the window, we can see the key and the rear and the film rolling system. And also here is the window. We can open it for repair or for clean the print head. And when we go to the top, there's the ink bottle on the top of the printer. The Nebula have totally 5 big ink tank with 1.1 liter for each color, with black, cyan, magenta, yellow, and white. And when we go to the middle, and also when we open it, we can see that inside have lots of different spare parts. From the top is the tank chain and aluminum key for the X-axis, ink film, the belt, linear rear, and the pinch roller. Okay, then we go to the left side of the printer. When we open the cover, and also we can open the bottom cover like this. Then we can see there's a big room of the left side of the printer. Inside we can see the belt, ink film, linear rear, and the pinch roller pull. And also this space can allow you to do the cleaning by hand and also do some maintenance for the print head. So this is the left side of the printer. When we go to the top, we can see here have 5 big ink tank with 5 different colors: black, cyan, magenta, yellow, and white. And this ink tank can be refilled. When it's running out, you can refill the ink to the tank. Then we go to the middle of the printer. First, we can see there's the aluminum plate at the front of the table. Inside is the heating system. So the heating pallet can make the film of the print dry quickly to prevent the wet ink leaking. And when we go to the middle, we can also open the cover. From the top, we can see is the tank chain of the printer. Inside have ink tuber and some cables go through the tank chain. So must be sure the tank chain can be moved freely when it's working. And then it's the big aluminum key with the CNC laser engraving technology to ensure the high printing precision and quality. Then it's transparent ink film. And please pay attention to this ink film. Must be sure it's clean without any dust or scratched. At the front of the film is the holder with magnet. And be sure all the magnet is without dropping, without loosen. They have different position. All of this magnet is just for fix the ink film. It's transparent ink film. So this ink film must be sure is clean without scratch. Then is the motion belt of the carriage and the high precision linear rear and the pinch roller. And this pinch roller is made with high quality. It can prevent the waste ink sprayed on the top of the pinch roller, then make the film after print get dirty or got the impression. Then we go to the front of the table. Inside, we can see there's also a big size aluminum flat. This is the flat bed, and also at the bottom have lots of vacuum fan. At the top, we can see have some small holes. All the small holes is used for vacuum absorption of the film to prevent the film dot bend that scratch the printhead, or with high technology for the CNC laser engraving technology. When we go to the right side of the table, from here, there's the sensor. From here is a sensor. It's the paper feed detector sensor at the bottom of the aluminum key. When it detects the film, then we start printing. If there's no film go to the table, then we will stop printing. And then we go to the left side of the flatbed. We can see here is the aluminum, is the steel made pinch sticker metal to prevent the edge of the film got bent to damage the printhead. It have two pieces installed at the left side and the right side. And also we must be sure these two pinch metal can be moved freely without bend to damage the printhead. At the edge, it's a little bit bent because it's used for match the carriage. There is a pinch lower release handle at the front of the lift at the right side. So when we move up the knob, we can see the pinch lower is move up. So you can put the film inside of the wheels and go through to the flatbed. After we load the film, then we can push down to fix the media as the film. Okay, then we go to the right side of the printer. There's also a window, and at the right bottom, we can see there's a switch. This is the LED switch that there's a LED lamp that is installed at the bottom of the top metal. It's used for working at night. And then it's the heating system, preheating and post-heating. The preheating at the back side of the flatbed and the front heating from here. So there's two heating control box, and then is the heating temperature control knob from here to adjust the temperature for heating. Also, we can see there's a screen and control panel at the right side of the top printer. Then also have some buttons that allow you to control the printer without connect the computer. First one is the tester print, and the margin position set, and pause printing, the clean print head, and move the carriage to left, and move the carriage to right, and move the film for backward, and move the film for forward to front, and do some intersetting for manual setting, and cancel the setting. And also with focus incorporation mark at the bottom of the control panel. So this control system, control panel can allow you to control the printer without connect the computer. But almost all the setting and operation we can done from computer. Later, Master B will teach you how to do the setting and how to install and operate the printer. Okay, when we open the red set window of the printer, we can see there's a carriage and the cap station that installed at the right side of the printer. And also at the bottom, we can also open the window. From here, we can see this is the carriage. Inside is the 2 print head or 4 print head, and the ink damper at the top is the carriage board. And also at the bottom is the cap station and some ink pumps, clean pump to clean the print head, and the waste ink tuber from the cap station. And when you got the machine, the carriage is locked, then we can release this knob to move the carriage down by hand. So the first time, please do not supply the power for the machine. So after you move down the cap station, we can push out the carriage from home position. Then we can see here have 2 caps installed on the top of the cap station. One is for color and one is for white. Also, the cap station can either adjust by the 4 screw that installed from here, the right side and left side. And also at the right side have the wiper that can wipe the waste ink stay at the surface of the print head. When we move out the carriage, we can see there have 2 encryption systems at the left side and right side. It is used for when the film got bent, it will first scratch the encryption system, then the carriage will stop move to prevent the print head get scratched. And once if this touched by the film or the media, we need to reboot the printer again, then we start print again. So this is the encryption system to prevent print head scratch by the media or the film. So from the top, we can see there's the image stop button. When we push down, we can cut down the electricity for the printer for safety. For example, we got scratched by the carriage or we got any dangerous operation, we just push down for emergency button. And then when we release the dangerous, we can load it to move up. Then we connect the power again for the printer. Okay, this is the right side of the printer. There's also a window. We can push it and load it to open the window. Inside, we can see the first is the control panel electronic board and the power supply box and also the wheel and the motor for the carriage, and the cooling fan, and also the temperature controller for the front and the back side heating system. And at the front of the motor and the wheel, there's the home limit sensor from here. So when the carriage move to the right side, and it will stop when the sensor got detected by the metal. And when the carriage move out the home position, then the carriage can start printing. So this is the home limit sensor at the right side of the printer. Okay, then we go to the right back side of the printer. We can see here is the general power plug. Please remember, be sure the printer is 220 voltage or 110 voltage before you plug in the power to the printer. Otherwise, it will damage the printer. And on the top of the plug, there's a switch for general switch. 0 is for open, and 0 is for close, and 1 is for open. So this is the general power switch. Before you power the machine, just keep to 0. And then we move to the middle. We can also see there's a window. When we open the window, we can see inside is electronic system. At the bottom is the power supply box to supply the power for the printer and for the carriage for the electronic board. Then we move to top. Here's the main board of the printer, and they have lots of plugs, cable plugs. And here is the optical cable that connect from the main board to the carriage board to transmit the signal. And then this is the combo plug. It's for control the function of head cleaning, the pumps, wiper, like that. And here is the Y motor signal cable connect from the main board to the motor driver, to the motor and the motor driver of the flatbed motion, the pinch roller motion. And here is X motor signal cable connect to the carriage motor, and it's empty. And here is the power plug. This board requires 42 voltage and 24 voltage, 2 different kinds of voltage, and be sure it's good connection. And this is a USB plug, connect from the main board to the computer to control the printing. And this is the cable, flat cable to connect to the driver board to control the carriage, the cap station move up and down. So this is also called cap station transit board. And when we go here, it's the X-home limit sensor that we showed before at the left side, at the right side. And this is the paper detector sensor that from here we show before to detect the media load or not load. And this cable is to connect from the main board to the control panel at the front. So this is the main board of the printer. And please do not do any change or modify, otherwise it will be easy to get damage of the board and the printer. Please do any operation under the guidance from focus support team. Okay, when we go to the left side of the printer, there's also a window. We open it. We can also see some spare parts installed. From the top is the carriage rear, and the big one is the flatbed big wheel, and the flatbed motor for the y-axis, and also the flatbed motor driver. On the top is two wide ink circulation pump. Okay, when we go to the left back side of the printer, we can see they have 5 big ink tank: black, cyan, magenta, yellow, and white. And also have ink tube connect from the ink tank goes the button. And when we go to the first white ink tank, it have 2 ink filter to filter the waste particles of the ink. Then go to the circulation pump. Here have 2 pump, and if your machine configuration is installed with 2 print heads, you only need 1 pump. And if your machine installed with 4 print heads, it requires 2 pumps. And here is the pump switch and the circulation speed adjustment knob to adjust the speed of the circulation. And it also can adjust the speed of the top white ink shaking system. The white ink stirring system is on the top of the white ink tank. Inside of the white ink tank have the white ink level sensor and the white ink stirring system and the circulation system inside. Later, Master B will teach you how to use it during the fill ink process.